Hi folks, just like to share, in case it might help someone, I'd just like to share my story in a series of short videos for different stages of my experiences of having prostate cancer. First, let me say, please support your cancer charities wherever in the world you may be. In the UK, that would be Cancer Research UK, Prostate Cancer UK, Macmillan Nurses, Cancer Support, Marie Curie Nurses. But whatever the equivalents are in your country, please support them. I have reason to be grateful. I first decided to go to see the doctor because I was getting up to pee lots of times in the night. And also having a thin stream, and when it gets a bit worse, you can have trouble getting started, you know. So anyway, I went to the doctor with this. I had a rectal examination, which in ordinary terms is giving you the finger. And the doctor said, yeah, your prostate is enlarged, but a benign prostate hyperplasia, which is an enlarged prostate but no cancer, just an enlarged prostate, gives you these various symptoms. And it's extremely common in older people, maybe even over 50s. So he gave me the option. He did not give me concrete advice. He said the options are, my PSA was around 4 or 4.5 or something at the time. That's by British measurements. I think in the US you use kind of different figures. And one option was to just have regular PSA tests about every 3 months, something like that, to see if there's an upward trend in the PSA. If there's not an upward trend, then it may not be cause for worry. My other option was to have further examination, which is a biopsy at the urology department of the hospital, which is more invasive, and but he wouldn't commit himself to giving me advice. The decision was mine. I said to him, well, you're the expert. And he said, well, the expert is saying that there is no definitive answer. So anyway, the ball was in my court. I'm thinking that if I made the wrong decision and things went wrong, then it would be down to me, wouldn't it? Because I made the decision. Anyway, as the PSA was not that high, I elected to wait and see if there was an upward trend. Now, this went on for maybe about 4 years, having regular PSA tests, and my PSA results rising slowly. But as one gets older, the acceptable kind of PSA can, for people over 70 or whatever, can be up to maybe 10. Well, my PSA was rising all the time, a bit, and after each time, I didn't have another rectal exam. I'd had no more examinations. The doctor said, it's within the acceptable levels for your age group, and if you have no further symptoms, then, you know, we'll just carry on and do nothing about it. So I had no symptoms, but people with prostate cancer often don't have any symptoms. There's all this thing about blood in your urine, etc. I think once you get to that, you're in trouble, you know. But you don't really have symptoms that much. Anyway, I didn't have any additional symptoms. He prescribed me some tamsulosin, which relaxes the muscle around the prostate, which actually enables you to pee more freely. So I still got up a lot of times in the night, but not, not bad problems. It did ease that problem. So my PSA got to be as high as 7, which the doctor said that's still within acceptable levels for your age group. Now, what happened after this was, this particular doctor retired, and I got a new doctor, a lovely Indian lady. Anyway, she telephoned me out of the blue one day, bearing in mind my PSA was only 7, which really in lots of people's minds did not raise alarm bells. She called me out of the blue and said, have you ever seen a urologist? I said, no. She said, well, I think we'd better just take another look at you. She'd obviously been going through the notes and whatever. So I said, okay. So she arranged for a male doctor to give me an examination again. And he said, we'll refer you to the urology department of the hospital for further examination. He said, I'm not saying it's definite, but he said, I only do this examination once in a while, and they do it every single day. So, anyway, once referred to urology, the story then, that will be the next phase of the subject, next phase of the story and the subject of the next video, because I don't want to make these too long. So the next one will be my experiences at the urology department, etc., the investigations I had and the outcomes of that. So talk to you later in Prostate Cancer and Me Too. And don't forget, support your cancer charities. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening.